on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bassman Outdoors. So, kind of just wanted to do a little bit of an update. Got some cool stuff to show you guys that I've gotten here in the past few days. So, the past few days, I've been at a fishing expo in Kansas City with Bass Pro and Cabela's doing club stuff. A lot of fun. Really got to talk to a lot of cool people. Got to meet Chris Aldane, pretty cool dude, seems like. Got to talk to him for a few minutes. The cool part is a lot of the folks I talked to were just other fishermen, stuff like that, just kind of bouncing ideas, tactics off each other. Had a really good time. Talked to a lot of smaller companies, kind of like some of the companies that I have for sponsors, and I show you guys their lures and everything. And that's kind of who I stuck around with, hung around with, and talked to a lot. Met a lot of really cool people. And so I'm going to show you guys some of the new stuff I got. Some of the new stuff I'm using this year that I'm really excited to use. I've upgraded some of my gear, rearranged some of it, stuff like that. Found some cool baits. I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to put links to them in the description below, just so you guys can check them out and everything like that. So, just let me know what you guys think. Check this stuff out. Okay, so first things I want to show you guys are my new rods. Got 2 new rods. Awesome. I picked these up from a store. He was a vendor, had a booth, and he has his own stores, kind of started his own business. Pretty cool guy, awesome guy. I was actually met the owner, and that's who gave me the deal on these rods. They're Denali rods. I got one that is a medium for, it's good for topwater crankbaits and jerkbaits. I got it mainly for crankbaits and jerkbaits because most of the time when I'm throwing a topwater, I more like to throw a frog than anything. So I'm usually using braid and a medium heavy, because I'm throwing straight hooks, and that'll allow me to get a little better of a hook set. So the first one I got here is my cranking one, and this just has a KVD deep diving crank, dives 11 foot right now. So really nice looking cork handle. Really nice looking rod. This one at his store was running about $130. He gave me 50% off on both these rods. So, really cool dude. He gave me a heck of a deal. I really liked him. I talked with him for most of 3 days I was there. Awesome dude. And I got a really nice new reel I'm about to show you guys that he gave me a good deal on too. So, definitely, and like I said, I'll have a link to his store in the description below. Definitely check him out. He's a really cool guy. Awesome to work with. Really listens and helps out his customers. So, this is just a simple crankbait rod. 7 foot medium. And crankbait and jerkbait. Awesome rod. I love the way it feels. I love the grip. One thing I noticed about this versus some of my other rods and even the other Denali, actually this one is called the Denali Lithium for anybody who'd like to know. But it has, I don't know how well you guys can see it, an extra little finger groove right here. Instead of usually how you just wrap your hand around it like this, you get a little bit more of a grip, which I like, especially for like when I'm throwing a jerkbait. I think it just gives me a little more to hold on to, a little more leverage for that jerking motion that I'd be using with the jerkbait. So really excited to throw it. Really excited to see how it does. I down my line poundage. Usually on my bait casters I run 20 all across. Kind of learned the error of my ways on that. A little bit of lighter line will allow me to get more out of my crankbaits and my jerkbaits. So I dropped it down to 14-pound Bass Pro SPS. Fluorocarbon. It's actually made by Seagar, so it is one of the little more expensive lines that Bass Pro makes, but definitely worth it. I've had it work great for me for this last year, so can't wait to try it. And then, of course, I just put my Bass Pro Extreme rod or reel on this. Sorry, it's with a 6:8 gear ratio. I think it'll do really nice for me. Okay, so this is my next rod I'm gonna show you guys. This is another Denali. This is the Denali Attacks. This is my new topwater rod. I'm running it with 30-pound. First time I've tried this brand of line. It's called Gamma. This is the Gamma Torque 30-pound moss green braid. Because I like to throw braid in my frogs. That way, because I just throw them up in brush and structure and stuff to where if the fish tries to wrap me around, it's something that's going to allow me to have a little more pull with the fish. And it's not going to break as easy, and it's very abrasion resistant. So, yeah, this is the second new rod. This is a medium heavy. So, I really like it. It's another 7-footer. So, still kind of sticking in that 7-foot range. I don't like to hold out longer than that. The only one that I got is a little bit longer than that. It's a 7.3. And that's my Bass Pro Carbon Light rod that I put together, my combo that I put together with the rod and reel. They're both carbon lights, just they didn't come together as a combo because with my jigging rod, I have like an 8:3 gear ratio reel because I like to pick up line quick, especially when I'm dragging my football head jigs. And it's a heavy rod because I don't like a lot of bend when I'm trying to drag. So, new reel. New brand of reel that I've never messed with. It is a popular brand. I have the Shimano SLX 150HG on here. It's not the DC version. This is a regular one that just runs about $100. And once again, I got this from Farley Outdoors. This is really gave me about $10 off of. Really awesome, really nice guy. But I mean, it is just a really, really nice looking reel. I've never used this brand before. It's been a lot of fun to just kind of play with and set up. Smooth reel. Definitely one of the smoothest reels I've ever messed with. It's lightweight. It doesn't bolt down the rod. The rod's real lightweight. But what I like about it, especially me being a smaller guy, is it's a very slim profile reel, and it just fits in my hand really nice. I hold my rods usually about like that, and it just fits into my palm about perfect. So these are my two new rods. I cannot wait to try them. I'm super excited. They've had pretty good reviews on them in the past. And of course, the SLX has had really good reviews. So I can't wait to get it out in the water later this year and really see what it's made of. This one, unlike the Attacks, it does not have a cork handle. This one has more of a rubberized grip handle, which I really like. And the smaller grip handle down here is rubberized. And I really just like the smooth carbon look and feel of this rod. And I'm really excited to see what it does this year. Alright, so when I said I was rearranging another rod, this reel actually used to be my old topwater reel before I replaced it with the Shimano. This reel was real dirty. I cleaned the crap out of it. I oiled it good. It's been running like new now. It's just a Fluger Trown, really nice reel. I believe this one is a 7:3 gear ratio. So I mean, it's might be a little fast for what I'm gonna use it for, but I think it'll work just fine. I got it on a Bass Pro Bionic Blade rod, a medium heavy. I believe this one is a 6'9" foot rod. So nice rod. Used it a lot last year and it worked very well for me. This is mainly going to be my spinnerbait rod and possibly my swim bait rod. So right now I just have a little Bass Pro swim bait on, or not swim bait, sorry, spinnerbait on there that I just threw on there for the heck of it, just so I have something on there and I don't have loose line. That, and if I lose this one, it is a Bass Pro spinnerbait, and I'd rather lose this over a Huntington spinnerbait. So this is my new setup for my spinnerbaits, my swim baits. Excited to see how this does. I mean, I've used this reel since last year. I've used the rod since last year, just not really put together. So odds are they'll go together pretty well. This rod, I also downsized my line to the same Bass Pro XPS 14-pound line, just to hopefully get one, easier casting than the 20-pound, and two, to just get a little more action and more out of my lures than I was with the heavy, bulky 20-pound line. So hopefully that works out really well. So those are my two new rods. This is my new kind of setup that I just redid. I'm excited to try it and excited to fish. I'm just excited to fish again in general. I do have some new baits coming from Huntington and True Bass here soon. Excited to show you guys those, to play around with those and everything. I'm going to be doing a lot with the channel this year. I know I've gotten busy and everything like that, but definitely this year I'm going to be kind of turning some stuff up, and hopefully instead of always fishing on the bank, I'll be able to get on the water for you guys and for the channel and get some cool footage actually on the water instead of always on the bank. I got not too far from me, a 900-something acre lake. It's time to get off the bank, trying to get on the open water and go hunt those fish down. So right now I'm getting ready to show you guys one of the lures I picked up, and let me know what you guys think of it. Like I said, this dude is really cool. He used to be a police officer in Independence. He's in Independence, Missouri, so he's not far away. Really nice, really awesome dude, and it was really cool because at his display booth, you picked out the crankbait and he rigged it up with the hooks and the eyes and everything right there for you. So really awesome dude. I'm excited to try this one, and I'll explain why I got this color and everything like that. And like I said, I will put a link to his website or Facebook page in the description below. Everywhere where I got stuff from these guys from the fishing expo, I'm going to give you links and all that stuff. So please go check them out. They're awesome guys. They're cool to work with as far as prices and everything, and they're just really neat guys. And I mean, with the custom one, I mean, this dude can almost paint anything. He can do really cool stuff. He does wiggle warts, jerk baits, crank baits, just a whole array of stuff. So I just grabbed a little square bill because I really like the square bill. So I'm going to show you guys that next. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, so here's the little square bill I got. Kind of a nice, a lot of people are saying kind of a crawdad color. And I definitely see a crawdad color, but at the same time, it's got that really nice dark green color to it. And the reason I got this is, one, it's a simple color. It's a color I've fished familiar with other baits, and I know it has worked in the past. And also, one, because it can have that crawdad appeal, and when it doesn't, it just has a nice little bait fish appeal, especially with the black stripes and everything like that. So I'm really excited to see what these baits do and how well his baits work on the water. But like I said, if you guys just kind of want to go check it out, see what he has, and maybe get a hold of him, see if he can do something, check him out, guys. He's a really awesome, nice dude, and so hopefully you guys like his baits as much as I do. I'm still going to be doing Huntington crankbaits, of course, but this guy, like I said, he's a local guy, a really cool dude, and I told him I'd kind of do a review on his crankbait, so that's what this is. And hopefully I'll do another, well, I will do another review of how it does on the water. So definitely check it out, guys. I would greatly appreciate it.